The Jets just broke the bank, not once but twice in this week alone. Sauce Gardner and Garrett Wilson are both locked in with monster extensions. Sauce got $120 million, Wilson $130 million, and the takes are already flying all over the internet right now. But let's break it down for real. Did the Jets actually make smart moves here? So let's start with Sauce Gardner. This deal is 4 years, $120 million, and he becomes the richest cornerback in NFL history. That's $30 million per year, officially topping Derek Stingley Jr.'s recent $30 million per year deal. And on paper, it is eye-popping. But in context, Sauce is that guy because Sauce has been historically elite. First team All-Pro in each of his first 2 seasons. No corner has ever done that, and the only defenders to pull it off since 1970 are Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor and Micah Parsons, who's a dog. So he's not just elite, he's definitely generational. And check this out. From 2022 to 2024, Sauce leads the NFL in forced incompletions with 46, yards allowed per coverage snap at 0.6 yards, and a PFF coverage grade of 91.9. He's also allowing just 21.4% first down plus touchdown rate. So he's not just locking down wide receivers. He's making them completely disappear. That level of dominance gives the Jets something you just can't scheme. One side of the field becoming completely off limits. Now opposing quarterbacks just stop looking in his direction, and that changes everything about how a defense operates. So is this $30 million a stretch? I mean, not really. With Stingley and J.C. Horn already resetting the cornerback market, Sauce extension fits perfectly. And he's been better than both. And the Jets are smart to pay now before the market inflates even more the following year. So when you look at positional value, elite corners like Sauce are already increasingly being treated like edge rushers and elite receivers in terms of impact. They're game changers on the outside, dictating everything in today's pass-heavy NFL. Plus, financially, the Jets had room to pull this off. They had $38.6 million in cap space for 2025, and plus, the salary cap is rising year after year. So paying Sauce now is cheaper than paying $35 million a year 2 years from now. So this is definitely a future-proof move. But let's be real. Sauce did regress just a little bit in 2024. He had career lows in tackles with 49 and passes defended with 9, and his PFF coverage grade dropped to 73.1, which ranked him 46 amongst all corners. Those numbers definitely raised eyebrows around the league, and you can see this on the film too. Teams attacked him a bit more, found success on some shorter routes, and his aggressiveness led to a couple of flags. But still, even on a down year, he still only gave up 1 touchdown. So if you zoom in, you'll really see the context. Because like I said, Sauce still only allowed 1 touchdown all year and had a 56.9 completion rate. That's elite by any other standard. And the Jets defense gave up 23.8 points per game. They were really not good, and this was not because of Sauce. But Sauce does have his flaws. He's not perfect like any other player in the NFL. He still has work to do. And the one thing he needs to work on, tackling, because his run defensive grade was not great. 53.6, which ranked him 167th amongst corners. Look, you got to be real. That's ugly. And when your job is to erase wide receiver 1, a few missed tackles are going to be the cost of doing business. But those missed tackles can hurt in big moments. Fourth quarters, red zones, screens, those areas where you want your corners to finish. So if Sauce can sharpen up in that area, he could even be more complete as a cornerback. But let's take a look at the bigger picture here. This deal signals that the Jets are trying to build something. New head coach Aaron Glenn runs an aggressive man-heavy scheme, and Sauce fits it perfectly. So locking him in means that they're committed to this elite defense long-term. Plus, Sauce is only 24. The kid's still young. This contract takes him through the age of 28, and this locks him in his prime years. And if he keeps improving, this contract will actually be a bargain by 2027. Not only that, this also sends a message to the locker room. If you ball out, you'll get paid. And that culture shift is big because it shows players that New York isn't just a place you go to fade out. It's a place you can build something. And as I said, Sauce wasn't the only major deal that the Jets made this week. So now let's take a look at the Garrett Wilson deal. If you made it this far into the video, you the real MVP. For real, I appreciate you. And if you're a diehard NFL junkie like me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button because I drop NFL content almost daily. I'm talking breakdowns, rants, hot takes, all of that. And if you're a Bears fan like me, well, first off, I am very, very, very sorry because we have been through it. But if you want to suffer together in style, then check out my Bears podcast with my guy Dave. It's called the BFR Podcast, which is short for Bears Film Room. And it is the #1 show for the fans, by the fans, where we have weekly episodes, live shows, special guests, and most importantly, we don't sugarcoat a thing. And if you want to keep up with me, get a little laugh, or even see me smile during Bears games, then make sure to follow me on IG, TikTok, and Twitter at itsfickybaby, which is ITSFICKYBABY. All right, enough of the plug, I get it. Let's get back to the episode. The Jets gave Garrett Wilson $130 million over 4 years, and $90 million of that is guaranteed, with an average of $32.5 million per year. That makes him the 5th highest paid wide receiver in the league, ahead of names like A.J. Brown. So, is this a bold move? Is it justified? Well, in one word, yeah. Wilson's had 3 straight 1,000-yard seasons despite catching passes from 7. And let me repeat, 7 different quarterbacks. And during that tenure, he's had 279 catches, 3,249 yards, and 14 touchdowns. So he's putting up wide receiver numbers in a QB carousel. And he's done it while being double-teamed and facing back bracket coverage almost every week. Defenses know he's the only real threat, and yet he keeps eating because this kid is different. Also, he's one of the 5 wide receivers in NFL history with 1,000 yards and 80-plus receptions in each of his first 3 seasons. The other names, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, and frickin' Michael Thomas. Now, that's elite company. And what's more impressive is the fact that Wilson also never misses a game. He's played in 51 out of 51. So he's durable, consistent, and he's producing despite chaos around him. The Jets desperately needed stability, and Garrett Wilson is that. Now, looking at the cap, from the cap standpoint, right, the deal works. His 2025 cap is only $6.5 million, and the real money kicks in later when the cap will be even higher. This is a front-loaded contract with back-end flexibility. And with Aaron Rodgers finally out of the picture and the Jets investing in their offensive line, we could see Wilson finally playing in a functional offense. Imagine that his numbers he'll post then. Plus, wide receiver contracts are just inflating fast. Like, Jamar Chase got $40 million per year, which is wild. And if the Jets had waited, Wilson could have asked for $35 million easy. So locking him in now actually protects the team. Now, just like Sauce, there are definitely areas to improve. His contested catch rate was at 31.1%, which is pretty bad. And his TD numbers are kind of low compared to other true wide receiver ones. But I think that's less about him and more about the QB situation. So with better QB play, we'll definitely expect those touchdown numbers to rise. Also, one thing to note, his target share is massive. And while that's a testament to his skill, it also means he's taking a lot of hits. The Jets will definitely need to make sure they manage that and his usage to keep him healthy long term. And yes, that does mean that he's had a high target volume, but what else do you expect when he's the only good wide receiver on the team? Wilson's efficiency will definitely look better in a more balanced offense. And just like Sauce, he's only 24 years old, so this extension secures him in his prime. He's still ascending, and his rising catch rate year over year shows real growth. This is a bet on a guy who's honestly still leveling up. But don't overlook the chemistry he's built with teammates too. Wilson's a leader in that locker room, so extending him is not just about production, it's about culture and identity, and that stuff matters in the modern NFL. So here's the bottom line. The Jets didn't just throw money around. They invested in 2 of their best players. Both are young, elite, and foundational to what this team can try to build. And they didn't wait for market pressure or outside narratives to force their hand. They made proactive moves, and in today's NFL, that's the difference between staying stagnant and building a real contender. But that's just my opinion, so let me throw it at you. Did the Jets make the right call locking in Sauce and Wilson, or are they overpaying for stars on a team that haven't made the playoffs in 14 years? It's been a minute, so let me know in the comments. Now, that's today's episode, so thank you for watching all the way to the end. Also, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on daily NFL videos. And remember, stay sharp, stay dangerous, and I'm out. Peace.